talk a little bit about how some of like the programs and how master students are able to have certain occupations. We wanted to step back a little bit to the undergraduate level and kind of talk about what are some good minors that a lot of your students and maybe some of the people that you know of have taken with a psych major, and how are they paired properly?
Oh, good question. Yeah. And I think when you begin to ask that question, you're really saying, this is someone who has a very clear sense of where they want to go. For example, even back to me, I virtually double majored in psychology and sociology. I knew I wanted to do social psychology, and I thought that would put me in the best position to do it well. You know, Duke's an interesting place. You don't even have to have a minor at Duke, but many students do. A lot of students double major. In fact, double majoring may be more common than anything else at Duke. My son, for example, who did his psychology major at Duke, did what's called a certificate, which is the equivalent of a minor in marketing. So that allowed him to move right into marketing, entry-level marketing positions straight out of an undergrad. And he now, over the last 10 years or so, has worked his way to a manager level position within marketing. And either one of those without the other would not have gotten him there. I think just the marketing part without the sort of background in human behavior and the ability to read journal articles and the like. But then I think psychology alone would not have made, his resume wouldn't have been competitive. So having the marketing credential on his resume, allowed him to get that job. I think at Duke, a lot of our students minor in neuroscience. And some of that is because they are intending to go to med school. And the feeling is that that particular pairing of psychology and neuroscience really puts you in a strong position, both for the sort of bedside manner or even the behavioral aspects. Everything I said to you about health and self-regulation, if you're a doctor, you need to understand these things. You can't prescribe people to do things that they can't do, right? So that's purely behavioral. But on the other hand, some of these things have neurobiological underpinnings, and you need to understand that too. So those two, and then we occasionally get students, a number of majors who've been my advisees have gone on to careers in design. So they might pair psychology with graphic design or some other, whatever, different colleges call it different things, but so I think psychology is and I think it's a great question, because I think pairing it with something else it makes your resume look like you not only now have a strong background in human behavior and how it works, but here's how you want to use it. And that minor is the here's how I want to use it part.